for another 2008 to happen again, and here's the newsflash. 2008 happened in 2020 when rates were at 2.5%. But the news said the foreclosures are the highest they've been in decades. Let's look at the real levels. This is the actual data from Fannie Mae. There is no other ultimate source of actual factual data. Here's what the official GSE mortgage data actually shows. Fannie Mae's history shows the crash was concentrated in pre-crisis loans. The 2007 vintage reached 8.6% default rate. Every vintage from 2009 forward remains below 0.65% so far. That said, as of June of 2026, serious delinquencies was 0.58% at Fannie Mae and 0.60% at Freddie Mac. The point is, we're not anywhere near the foreclosures, and we're nowhere close to what we were back in 2008. So let's talk about rates and see where we're at currently. Okay, bottom of the chart, we'll show you time frame starting at 2025 far left, moving over to current day to the right. So the good news is when you're at the bottom, you only have one direction that you can go, and so we did hit that bottom. Now, what that translates to is we have a couple objectives to go ahead and achieve in order to get some meaningful change to rates getting better. First one is going to be getting over this now ceiling of resistance. So when you are going down in price, when you are using a level of support, when you fall under that level, it then turns into a ceiling of resistance, and that's going to be our first objective to get over. Until we get back up to this range, this is where you're going to start to see rates actually have a big change as far as getting better. So in the meantime, between now and the end of September, expect to see rates continue to be volatile and just essentially bouncing back and forth between this level. What's still in our favor is our momentum. Momentum is looking like it wants to go ahead and curb and finally make that turn to go back to the upside. And then with actually our RSI, we did make our cross finally. So essentially all of our indicators are still saying that we should be seeing better rates here soon. And with that said, at this point, if you have time in your escrow, the best course of action is to continue to float carefully.